Alright guys, today's the day. We decided, forget Friday and Saturday. I think I might have talked about that before. But, oh well. I was going to pre-upload Monday's vlog. We'll do it tonight. But anyway, so we are finally heading into that building to see Luscious Mouthful. I mean, what? Actually, the first person we're going to see is Brent Spiner. Hopefully. If you guys don't know who that is, what's wrong with you? But he played Data in Next Gen, and Bob Wheeler, Night Court, and the crazy scientist from ID4. No, wait, or was that? Yeah, it was ID4. Yeah, it was ID4. And who knows what else? Random episodes of Warehouse 13. But anyway, so we're finally heading in there and doing our thing, and she's finalizing her outfit. I might do a picture of you guys can see this. I meant to do it before we left the hotel, and I kind of forgot. But yeah, you guys can tell. What house am I in again? The Bumblebee house, yes, okay. Somebody let Deadpool have a pen. And he would make sure to let you know what that was. Deadpool. Alright guys, so watching this video back, I was like, oh, I gotta put a little bit of asterisks between these. By the way, I'm using the big Canon, because right now I've got the busted Pensacon nearby, and the other two are elsewhere, and I just don't feel like getting up and going to find them. So yeah, you're gonna get this film. I figure might as well. But anyway, so the next clip you're about to see is we got to meet Arthur Darvill, who plays Rory Williams in Doctor Who, as we'll talk to him about that. Plus he's Captain in Legends of Tomorrow on Netflix, and a bunch of, I don't know where it originally started, but so yeah, we got to talk to him a little bit, and as you will hear in a second, we got to tell him that our car is named after him, so you guys get to see who we named our lovely car after.
Yeah, well, good time, yeah.
Okay. I have a whole captain, my captain.
Yeah, it's
now he's the captain.
But what else? What's your next bit?
I've just finished off some.
Oh, I'll say this. Are you going to want to see just talk to him?
I was overseas. I'm in the military. I was overseas last year.
So you tell him we named our car after him, sort of.
The year before that was all in preparation, and we got.
I have a whole captain collection and Doctor Who collection, but you're a captain now, so.
Well, there we go. I'll treasure.
As we were telling her, we kind of named our car after you. So.
Oh, wow.
His name's Rory.
Oh, great.
It's a Buick Century, and he's been in storage for years.
Oh, wow.
Nobody's messed with him, and he's all rusty and silver and white. Got him out. I said, and the engine roars when we first. It just makes all this noise. It's a Century, so it's like a Century.
Yeah. I love it.
And our GPS is Amelia, because she tells Rory where to go.
Great. I love it.
It's nice to be one of my captains for real.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Nice.
We'll pass it around. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So, I want you guys to listen very, very, very carefully at the end of this clip. So you might, when you see this face again, go back a little bit. So we walked down this one hallway, to see some of the actors that were supposed to be there. I want you to also take notice how many times you see a orange shirt and no actor nearby. But right at the very end, you see me zooming in on Kevin something. He's the like muscle-bound bad guy in Avatar, plus a couple other things. But I zoomed in on him, and you can hear one of the orange shirts telling me don't take pictures of the actors unless you're with them. Don't take a picture unless you pay them. Yeah. So as you guys might notice, my mood changed pretty quickly from meeting Arthur Darvill and by the way, that big crowd next to him, that was John and Carol Barrowman. John's also in Torchwood and Doctor Who. We never got to see him because, well, that crowd was pretty much in the way. But I mean, I was so excited. I got to see Arthur, and it was so cool, and I recorded it, and nobody said anything. But then we go in through this hallway, and, well, yeah, my mood went from up here to pretty much I was ready to go home. In fact, as soon as I turned off the camera, I looked at Mom and said, I want to go home. If there wasn't other things we had to do in Florida, I would have just said, yeah, let's just, I mean, we'd already checked out of the hotel. If there wasn't for the fact that we still had what's coming up here in just a second to see, I would have said, yeah, no, this place, go down to the office, you know, go down to the counter, like, I want my money back because your people are complete a-holes. You know, there's been no signs, nothing that says you're not allowed to photograph or film the actors without paying them. There's been no postage about it. If it's in the booklet, I'll be damned if I saw it. So for her to say that was not cool. And I'm kind of one of those, I'm a reactionary person, and when you dampen my mood like that, when I'm already kind of annoyed with, you know, your event, whew, man, that can drop me so fast. And in fact, I am going to do well, actually I already have, one of the last videos I'll be posting is as I call it, the Pensacon pros and cons, or Pensa pros and cons. So yeah, so there's going to be a review on this con, but this video will show you some of the things that I'll be talking about in that video. So yeah, watch for empty tables and listen very closely at the end to someone telling me to not take pictures, which technically I wasn't taking a picture.
So now it's going to be us three, and he's going to get a photo.
Yes. Alright, so this next clip is kind of, I wanted to film it, I didn't edit it down, because I wanted to kind of show what, again, you'll see in the Pensa pros and cons video. That hallway is the only thing that connects. There's Celebrity East Wing and Celebrity West Wing. That tunnel is what connects the two groups. So at one end of the hallway is where Arthur Darvill and John Barrowman are. At the other end, and I think at the end of their hallway is where Lou Ferrigno was. We saw him when we first went down there, but I didn't film. But then the other end of that tunnel was where Jason Isaacs' table was. Unfortunately, he was not at his table, but it's okay. You'll see him in just a few minutes. And then there was a bunch of other celebrities down that way. But yeah, it was very awkward of a hallway. And like I said, you guys will see in the Pensa pros and cons video a lot of the issues I have with that hallway. But just watch the video, and especially watch the people who are coming the opposite way of us. Because, like I said, it is at an angle. It isn't like a flat roof or anything like that. It actually is at an angle, and maybe, I would say that that hallway is probably maybe 6 feet wide. So, yeah, watch this video and watch people passing each other pretty closely. And notice that none of these people, I mean, except for like a few of us, but we're wearing easy cosplay. Now think about some of the things you've seen in other at other cons, and also think about what you may see in these other videos. Yeah, not cool. Oh, and you'll get to see the Deadpool thing I showed you guys earlier. I'll flash to that. That was in that hallway. And this is way wrong.
He's a dynamic actor. Because, like, in order to do those shows, you have to be able to, like, change. What are you doing? Stop!
I'm not walking that fast, so.
Alright, so this next bit of clips is where my mood thankfully got, went up. So, one of the cool things that we did, because there was a couple things happening right around the same time. So Mom and I had just left the Guardians of the Galaxy Q&A, which you guys will see later. I'll post that separately. So when we left that, I had to go back out and go down this line around the corner. Again, something I'll cover in the Pensa Pros and Cons. But I went back and you get to watch this line. This whole line that you're about to see is the people who are in line just for Jason Isaacs' Q&A. But meanwhile, Mom went down the road a little bit to the Doctor Who Q&A. Again, I'll talk about that in another video, but yeah, so all these people were pretty much lining up, or were some of the people who left our theater, who if they went to the Guardians of the Galaxy had already been there, or were lining up while we were in the other Q&A. So I just wanted to show, mainly for Jason's sake, these are the people who were in his Q&A. I figured I'd do a little lineup video. Also in this clip, I've got there's a couple of like restaurants that we were lining up in front of, and one of them, because a lot of them were partnered with the venue, with Pensacon, so they had like a lot of themed, and this one apparently was a video game themed restaurant, but it started off playing the opening music for Ocarina of Time. So if you watched my gameplay video on Ocarina of Time, that music I was playing right at the beginning is the music you're about to hear. Plus, if you guys are old gamers like me, you might recognize some of this other music that's about to play. So that's why I had fun just turning on the camera. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to let it just keep recording because this is too funny.
Yeah, he is. Somewhere. That's the original movie. They use their own merchandise. Yeah, they would
That's the other thing we went into with the view on top of it.
Okay, freaking out a little bit. I feel like I'm playing the game again. I want to go home. Wow.
Right in front of the door to exit.
Okay, now I really just want to go home and play with my N64. This music's making me nostalgic. Oh, here we go, guys. The most important thing that happened at Pensacon. Lucius Malfoy himself, Jason Isaacs' Q&A. Now you're thinking, wait a minute, but this video is only, 15-ish minutes long. How can we already have Jason Isaacs' Q&A here? One of the things, it's interesting how some places were telling us not to film, some places were, they didn't say anything. But when I went through security this time, they told us not to film. Okay. And the MC before Jason, because he's like, no, I don't want to MC. I can talk to you guys. I don't need a middleman. But they told us, no flash photography, no live streaming, no video. But then Mr. Isaacs himself said the clip you're about to see, so I at least recorded that. Unfortunately, it doesn't look that great. I don't know why, my camera suck at zooming in. So yeah, but yeah, so it was cool. I was sitting there for a little bit, and he told us a couple of stories, and I'm like, well, dang, now he's covered all the questions I could think of. And then I just came up with a question, and so I got up and got in the Q&A line and asked him, because he does a lot of stuff with his British accent, and sometimes he does stuff with American accent, as I've talked about before. And I asked him which he preferred to do, and he said that he actually prefers doing American accent because he said, I do this job to be somebody different. So, it's easier doing different accent. I can be a different person. Oh, I like that. So that was cool. But anyway, here's Jason's quick clip, and look at that sexy, 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 sexy man.
Other than stand here like this and just talk. That's it. That's all you've got. A middle-aged man in a very crumpled shirt. Front, side.
Ow!
Side.
Yeah!
That's my phone. So really nothing's going to happen apart from that. So do you all have the pictures you want? Because I really love it if you put them away.
As I was saying, because Mom went over to the theater to watch Doctor Who Q&A while I was there with Jason, because they were like right at the exact same time. So I told her, okay, she was asking some of them how to get from one theater to the other. There was a trolley service, but they looked like they were pretty close, so if it was walkable. So she did text me the directions over there, which you're about to see me walk it. So after Jason's Q&A, I was meeting up with her over at that theater for the Galaxy Quest Q&A. Again, they asked us not to film, so I didn't. I think Mom might have filmed some clips. If nothing else, maybe she'll post them, or I'll post them separately. But for some reason, so far, her camera and my editing systems have not gotten along. So she'll post them on Facebook or something. I don't know. But yeah, so I walked. It was pretty much where we got out of the building. There's the trolley stop. Go down the street and across the street. So you'll see me walk over there and find her. And yeah, it was interesting. It was so cool with it being the little theater, and it really was a tiny theater. There really wasn't a lot of people for the Galaxy Quest panel. I don't know why. I mean, they didn't even check my stuff. We just went straight in. Yeah, we were sitting second row on that one. So cool. But yeah, so here's me walking to the little theater. So, I know I haven't vlogged too much because, well, I've been in Q&A panels, and I've had to switch cameras a couple times. But I'm heading out hopefully to meet up with Mom over here. But I didn't film the last one because, well, I wanted to enjoy being there in the moment. So, plus he told us not to technically. So now, there's Mommy. Mama. Now to see the Galaxy Quest panel from one Alan Rickman co-star to another. Yay! So that's the end. This is this is the last clip, which is outside the con. So one of the cool things we noticed when we parked was there's this very old cemetery next to the parking lot. So on our way back to the car, we decided to check it out, at least from the fence. As I even mentioned in this clip, it's like the one I saw when I was in Minneapolis by Lake Harriet. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. If you're not really into looking at old cemeteries, you can end this video right here. But if you're interested in looking at the history of Pensacola via graves, keep watching. I think I'm going to just end this here then. But yeah, enjoy this next clip, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be... the next video will be the Q&As. So keep watching for the Q&As. See you there. Between lack of food, the secondhand high from the drunk chicks on the trolley, and just standing forever in these boots, waiting to ask Jason a question, which I'll talk about that later. But now it's time to get back to the car, but I wanted to check this place out first. I know it's kind of weird, kind of morbid, kind of sunny. Oh,
I've kind of
hey, where'd that rain
had
go?
a bizarre fascination with cemeteries.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is that where me and Ben get it from?
Yeah. Well, I think it comes from growing up in a family that does
Well, yeah.
graveyard cleaning. But this one over here looks like it's actually marble slabs
Incredible.
rather than these two. It may be whitewashing, but that looks like marble.
I mean, look at that. That is insane.
Yeah, and if you can see the dates on some of them.
Oh, yeah. And there's like that one, too. I don't know. I get the feeling this one's older than that one. I mean, the fact that like that one there is up. Because that's the fun thing is places like this. Because we aren't far from New Orleans. New Orleans. Yeah, they're not in very deep. And that's incredible. I mean, can you see a date on that one?
Born Civil War era, 1863.
To 1923? Wow. I mean, your dad was 7 and that person died.
Now that is a family thing. That's the Hughes family trip there.
Oh, wow.
Early 1900s, most of them found their way in there, although one of them says 1898.
Wow.
But I can
I mean, that's just... But the fact that, like, oops, geez. This camera does not like...
the camera in there.
No, but like how those ones right there
Hope it's open.
are slabbed up almost like Dumbledore's.
Yeah.
Or like there's the one way out there with the pot on front of it.
Which may be
It's
crematory.
really high.
They just-
That's just incredible.
And one of them looks like a real house with doors and windows. No.
I think that's the gatekeeper.
Outside.
Yeah, helping them. I mean, there's just, I don't know. Like, what was real fun when I was, where I got off the bus and walking to Lake Harriet, there's like pretty much a classic Viking graveyard, and all the names on there is just like, wow.
You know, most of the people in that area, though, are
Yeah.
Scandinavian.
Yeah, there was a lot of Olsons. Oh wow, that one, the second cross there has been fixed.
Pretty sure.
What? That's cute.
And I still see Deadpool.
Yeah.
And I don't know why.
Which way are we? Where is the?
Deadpool use that music or what?
Yes. You know, we parked over there. Oh no, we parked over here.
What?
I can't remember which way we parked. Over there, over there. No, we parked over that way because then we crossed down there. Right. My brain ain't working. You realize that one right there, the waves?
Probably a baby.
That's the babies. Doesn't have the lamb, but it looks like a cradle. Guess they didn't do the lambs back then.
Well, they could have.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. No, 21 to 26. 4.5-year-old. Because like November to March. Oh my gosh. 4.5-year-old. No, 5.5. No, 4.5-year-old.
Yeah, right.
November to March. And then there's some with these gates around them, which are like such a high class. Yeah, because I remember that was the first place we were able to go through is right there.
I remember reading the Florida Blanca sign.
Yeah.
Okay. Red, white flowers. Evidently that was a style for a while there,
Baby.
though. Bed rail.
Yeah, but it tends to be kids.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's like twins over there.
That's a good assumption.
They didn't last long back then.
Cynthia Humphreys, infant daughter of Fred and
Molly. Oh.
She's just a little older than me.
She didn't last long.
She didn't make it to my birth.
Yeah.
I mean, from the looks of it, one day.
54?
One
Yeah.
day. September 29th to 30th. you.
Oh gosh. So yeah, she was just barely born before you.
She really didn't even make it.
No. When she came out, she went back in.
Quick visit.
Yeah. 1852 to 1889. Beloved one, farewell. Aww. And I'm guessing that's her beloved one next to her. What? Oh. I'm trying to think the one next to her if that's her husband. Because,
that's an awful big age gap.
yeah. Hey, your parents.
Yeah, but she's older.
Yeah. It's 19 years.